Welcome to Mark D. Maker. Today we're going to be looking at clay, using clay, modeling clay to improve your sculptures, whether it be wood carving, stone carving, whatever. We're going to be working on making a maquette. Now a maquette is a small model that's quickly built before you build your sculpture. It's going to be beneficial for wood carvers. It's going to be beneficial for stone carvers, and clay sculptors may get a few pretty cool tips and tricks as we look into wood carving tools and how they can help. Come on over to the workbench. Let's get started. So let's start off with an important thing, the type of clay. This type of clay is a non-hardening oil-based clay wood carver, so it won't hurt your wood carving tools. It won't dull them. It's actually got oil in it, so it'll prevent them from rusting if anything else. It has no sulfur in it, so if you do want to cast a copy of this and reproduce it with either plastic, there's hardened plasters used for reproduction, resins, whatever you want to use, you can make copies using this type of clay. Now I will stress it is important to use the hard. You can see up in the upper right hand corner it says hard. It comes in different softnesses. It's soft, medium, and hard. Get the hard because that will be pretty stiff. It in this state it feels kind of like a brick, but if you warm it, it becomes very pliable. So I got this sheet from Mountain Wood Carvers, and it shows all the different chisels and gouge sizes, and you can imagine working in a soft pliable clay, either pushing or pulling these through the clay, either in an up or down position, what it's going to do to the clay. It's going to shape it. And if this is all you have, just a small, cheap, thin-bladed knife, that other tool is a tool used for shaping wax. That's what I use 90% of the time for my carvings, just a knife. Which you use the most, right here. Use your hands, your fingers. That's the most important tool. All right, so I want to show you something really cool. Let's say you have a picture and you want to make it into a 3D item, but you only have a picture. You don't have a pattern or anything, just a picture, silhouette of the side. This is how you do it. Parchment paper over top of it, and you will take some softened clay and you will start to build the profile of whatever you want to do. You start building it, and mostly I'm just using my fingers here, and you want to build half. You want to build half of this swan, and that's the project that during the time of this filming that she is working on. She's working on doing a swan. We've done a wolf, an owl. She'll do all kinds of things. Bob, a wildcat. That was pretty cool. So you build this up with this clay that has been softened, and when this dries it'll be really stiff. It'll harden like that. It'll get hard, and you simply just peel it off. Now here's our silhouette of our swan's head, but you keep going and you build up half of the body. And you peel that off, and then you build the other half of the body, and you could end up with something like this. And
what's really cool, you draw the feathers here, you draw them onto the parchment paper, you cut it out, put it over top of this, and that feather pattern transfers to this. The graphite side to the clay, it sticks to the clay just like the old silly putty used to do, for those people that are old enough to remember silly putty. So that is a task in itself, to draw or to carve all the feathers in, but to have them there so easily just by drawing it here, transferring it there, done. Nice, nice touch.
Okay, so let's say you want to do a character carving or a character maquette. So you could do a character carving. One of the easiest ways to get all the proportions right, to make it look like a human, is to have an armature and to work off an armature. This is a sculpture armature wire. It's an aluminum wire and it bends really easy. I'm going to put a link to two videos. One, I have a video that shows how to make them. And a couple of tricks. And one from proco.com, which is an art channel. And there's a sculptor on there that does mostly humans, and by following the procedures for making armatures, you can make them as big or as small as you want. You consistently have your waypoints to be able to accurately make something look like a human. This guy was really quick. I threw it together in maybe an hour, and I was taking my time. I was just enjoying it. So it's just the basis, just the start, but it gives you the proper proportions. All right, so I got the clay warmed up. Here is a gouge. And as you pull it through, you can see it does shape, and it would be even more helpful if this was warm. So if you warm up the tool, that'll help too. Here's the V gouge. And for the clay, when it's cooled off and harder, you can carve it very easily. So my friend Vicky has a YouTube channel called Learn Sculpture. This is a great channel. Please, I urge you to go check it out. It is a very cool learning experience. Vicky and her husband Chuck both were in the gift industry. They worked for Franklin Mint, Danbury Mint, professional sculptors making beautiful pieces. She does a live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you can ask questions. How often are you going to have a chance to ask a professional sculptor questions? So live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. She's broadcasting from Arizona currently. Her time is 8 o'clock. Eastern time is 11. So please check that out. It's really worth your while. You'll learn all kinds of tricks. Some of the tricks I'm showing you here is what I learned from her. By the way, Learn Sculpture is going to start soon on doing casts, making more molds of the sculptures that they've done. So hopefully see you there.